All right, Greg Cran for Lake Bluff Baseball. Wanted to give everyone some ideas for coaching during phase 3. So we're going to run through some ideas about how to break up a practice and then some drills that you can do with your team during these next 2 weeks. All right, so when you're doing practices, we're only going to have an hour during phase 3. So you want to keep it moving, want to get a lot done, kind of break it up into maybe 3 or 4 sections. Especially early on, we want to make sure that we're doing a good warm-up, get these guys moving. A lot of kids haven't been moving too much during the quarantine, so having some agility, some dynamic warm-ups are going to be important. So these guys are going to stay socially distant. We're going to try and keep them 6 feet apart at least. And what we're going to do is we're going to just start with some dynamic stretching. So why don't we do high knees to start, guys? Okay? So they're going to do a high knees, about 30 feet, maybe 40. All right, good, and come on back. And why don't we do lunge and twist coming back? All right, so just trying to get our knee down, almost to the ground, grazing the grass, getting a good stretch both ways with the twist, alternating your legs so that you're going down on the left foot, then you'll switch it back to the right with your next lunge. Good, all right. Why don't we do butt kickers coming back, okay? Good. Just getting the body moving, getting the core warmed up, getting the legs warmed up. All right, that's good, guys. And then why don't we do the lunge and points? Good, there we go. All right, and we can also work in some baseball moves here as we start going. So the next one we'll do is we'll have them work on shuffling as if they're going after a ground ball. All right, so that's good, guys. Why don't you stop there, and then why don't we do our shuffles facing me, getting your butt low, don't cross your feet over. Right, staying low like you're shuffling for a ground ball. Quick feet, that's good, all right. And then why don't we do one where we're doing a lead off. So they're gonna start like they're leading off of the base. Then we'll say pitch, and they'll go. All right, go guys, pitch, good. You can change it up on them, make it a game. All right, so now it's either gonna be pitch or back. Ready, take your lead. So we say back, good. All right, back to the spot. Here we go. Ready, pitch, and go. All right, so we did our dynamic work. We get our legs moving. You can do a couple of those down and back, and then we're ready to go on to the next phase, which is doing some arm warm-ups. So everybody's got to get their arm nice and loose during the first couple of practices here. So we start with some arm circles. Good. Nice big long ones now. There you go. Start small, work big. Good. All right, then we can do crossovers. We bring the right arm across in front, grab it with your other arm, stretching. Hold that for 10 seconds, then we switch to the other arm. Good, good. Then we do L's, right? Pushing forward nice and slow. We like to push slowly forward, all the way to the ground. And then working back slowly again. Working back. We're going fast with these, but if you did 20, 30 seconds going forward, 20, 30 seconds going back, you're gonna get a good stretch, right? We like to do our swimmers. Dylan's doing it kind of already. What's our swimmers? Remember these? Yep. Huggies, that's right, Huggies. Yeah.
And then swimmers are these.
All right, so let's do swimmers. There you go. Good, all right, and why don't we do Huggies? Yeah. Again, 20, 30 seconds for each of these, just getting their arms warmed up. Good. All right, and then the last thing to do for warm-ups, we think, especially when we got a lot of energy out here, it's good to burn some energy off by doing some base running. So you can do singles, doubles, triples, having them run down the baseline, run through the baseline, through the base. For a single, they can take a single to right field. So they're, Dylan, you want to do a banana? Jack, you want to do a banana to right field? I know, this is hard work. One practice in and you guys are already exhausted, right? So you're taking your turn 4 or 5 steps, looking out to the outfield, making sure you see the ball, right?
Well, it depends what level.
That's right, yep. So we do singles to the infield, singles to the outfield. Then we can do doubles when you're taking a banana turn. Yep. And so you do some relay races with that too. You can do line the kids up along the fence and have them tag into a partner and have them run. We can also just do timed races. So you have everybody line up along the fence and then call them out one by one, pull out your phone and time them base to base. So home to first. Once they touch first, they get a time, see how fast they can go, see if they can improve. Doesn't have to be who's the fastest kid, although that's fun for them too, but also just improving their time, you know, getting better at it. Score a lot of runs when you can run the base as well. All right, so I think that's probably good for our warm-up for our first session. That should probably take you about 10 minutes or so. You know, if you do more base running, it can take a little bit longer. But the next one we want to go to is fielding. So why don't we grab our notes and we'll start doing some fielding.